Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the groupers. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the groupers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident.
Having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw darts. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there and pick you apart.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lets it fly. Makes the grab on the right. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Groupers offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the film. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
The Groupers will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it in at the 40. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Gonna let it fly. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Wide open downfield. Wide
and long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And with the extra point, they leaves it on the inside with the back.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, but on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
There he goes. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the groupers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense.
They punted away on 4th down. Takes it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Young. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. To the air. It's Stockton. Sets up the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The defense was on to something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
To the air on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had block.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. ULM looked less like a group of Warhawks and more like a bunch of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough at Monroe, and today they found a way outside of Malone Stadium. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The groupers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever.
Well, the defense came into this game ready for the quarterback option, and everyone played their assignment. They forced the quarterback to keep it. He rallied to him, made a tackle. Nice job early in this game playing good assignment football.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So first down here as they go back to work. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And he's got it at the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The snap sets up to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll move the wide receiver. A run for the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Groupers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. They'll try the run. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll return it from around the 50. He's going to get loose. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Great place to start for this offense. To the air, it's Stockton. Quick strike complete. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. The safe ball on the wide receiver screen. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Going up top again. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Georgia!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Caught over the middle. It's Peterson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Line getting set on 2nd down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
The Groupers will call on their punt team. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They bring the punter onto the field now. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Wants to return it. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Delp. And he's brought down after a nice game. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Fires to the tight end. Got some room in under the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Attempt to try. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Kirk Cousins had a hand in getting this quarterback to East Lansing, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Boston College. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Groupers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it and drive on 3rd down. Tight end now in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. The Groupers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And the Groupers will try to pin them back with the punt.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Off-play action on 1st down. He fires one deep down the right side.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got it.
It's a running room. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Kelly. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3 from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Nestled just inside that right upright. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Watts. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rides to the back and leaves it on the option. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Rides to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The groupers decide to punt it away.
It's 4th down.
He'll haul it in right around the logo. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. A first down for the offense. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Throws for the tight end. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's stopped again. He's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the groupers will send out the punt unit. He'll field it close to the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Looking to throw at Stockton. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
At the 20, he's got space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Give to the running back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The groupers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Got it, looking for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. Picks up the first down. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to North Carolina. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Groupers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Release to the back. How about that catch and toe tap to get the 1st down?
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Man, let it rip, young fella. I mean, closing in on 450 yards, throwing the ball early and often with a lot of success.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. On the run, it's Frazier. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man, and it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today, and this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
He'll pull it on the read. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Groupers will punt it away on 4th down.
On to kick it away.
Hauls it in at the 40. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game and take the W into the locker room.
Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. They'll immediately call timeout.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Grab near the marker. It's dealt. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on the critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
To the air. It's Stockton. Going for it all. He makes a grab. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.